Hey guys, and welcome to 2024. We got the first review of the year, gonna be this Jack Skellington from Neca. This is an articulated drawing model figure, apparently, with a dynamic figure stand. I could not get him to go twisty twist on our thing there because of the way that this clamshell box is. And this is a very interesting clamshell box, and I'm curious if you can actually reclose it, because it kind of looks like that's what they went for, is something that you can like reclose and everything, and that'd be pretty cool if you actually can, because that's my problem with clamshells, is like they're not very resealable. You can't really put things back in the box. But we got basic little figure, cloth clothing, we've got a single accessory. Let's get them out, take a look. Alright, so all I did was kind of like run my finger straight down the side here and just kind of pop each one of these up, and it does reseal real nice and everything. Nice little cardboard backing, whatever, toss that to the side. But yeah, clamshell box does reseal. Sweet. Like, I dig that a lot. This Jack, we have got one little piece around him holding him there. Be careful, his arms and the bottom of his feet are through the packaging, so I mean he's going to be kind of fun to pull out. We're going to have to pull this off and just kind of up a daisy him. So let's go ahead and get him out real quick. Alright, straight out of the box we have our Jack here. Let's go ahead and pull him back a little bit. He yeah, as you would expect, feels very like, oh shit, am I going to snap this guy? Am I going to break this guy? Like, he is so thin and brittle. He's long too. I mean, God, what is he, 9 inches? Like, we'll do a height check on him in just a second. Base. We got 3 plug spots, and we've got 2 little like foot peg slots and everything. We've got 2 pieces, one with the bigger piece, one with the smaller piece. Smaller piece goes in here. Bigger piece goes onto your stand. As such, big piece goes into stand, little piece goes into big piece, and then your top stand piece is here. Goes right up in here. And yeah, I don't really like these stands. I feel like these stands are such a cheap staple for Neca to be pushing out and everything. I've always found these to be like the cheap cop-out stand. You know what I mean? They work. They definitely work. But let's go ahead and get this guy some support. Stand you up as straight as we can. We'll get a nice little measurement on you. And what are we, 9? Look at that. We are exactly at that 9-inch mark. Yeah, he is a 9-inch figure. That is crazy. Then we've got this nice little pumpkin accessory. And I was hoping that you could swap his head out, but it does not look like they put any kind of like head peg in there. And who knows if that's just gonna break off if you try doing it. The way they have it, the accessory here is so you can kind of do one of these with him and have the pumpkin. Ooh, are you gonna hold that? I sure as hell hope you're gonna hold that. There you go. And there's your Jack with his pumpkin. Real nice. He does look pretty good. I'm going to start on some complaints I got. And it's not really something that could have been avoided with the way they did this figure, in my opinion. His clothes are baggy. Like, they did as good a job as they can, like making them as tight to him as they could. Well, he still has movement and everything, but like that, he definitely has a lot baggier of clothes than he should. And that is mainly my main gripe. What is that? Is that a double or is that a single? Oh, God. I want to look at your joint so bad. We're going to see if we can actually... Alright, so you can actually pop off his button and We can take a look at the way they built that body there and everything, and they didn't, which is fine. They didn't need to, because it's gonna be covered up. But, ooh, look, there's that joint there. We're exploring now, guys. We're exploring now. I'm curious how you are. There's your mid joint for your waist movements. Can you come down some more? Come on. It's got like a little elastic band at the waist here, it seems. I want to see your joints. Alright, we went the other way. They got his pants on there really nicely the way they did it. I don't know if they put them on there and then tightened up this elastic band, but he does not want to drop his pants for us. So we rolled up his leg sleeve. And there is your nice bony leg. And here is your ankle joint. And look at this. This is a very interesting way to have your joints. And, I mean, that works. Like, it definitely works. Especially because you are covering everything up. Like, this was probably a very fucking cheap figure for Neca to just fucking shit out for you, you know? Like, that's probably why they did it the way they did it. Made it a articulated drawing model and everything. Oh, getting this back on is going to be a bit of a bitch. But it's just like a normal button. Like, there's your little buttonhole. There's your button. It is kind of shittily sewn on there. So, like, I feel like I've almost ripped it off every time I've touched it. And he feels, like I said, he feels very brittle. But yeah, so I imagine the same thing's going on here. I don't think you are getting a double elbow or anything like that. I think it's literally just these little tubes for all of his limbs with those little ball joints attached and everything. And you can see that we've got the same for the hands there. Let me fix this guy. And we rolled up his sleeve too so we could see that he's got just the same thing going on. It would have been super cool of them to have given us an actual bone arm, skeleton body, that whole works. But this definitely works. I do feel like it is a cheap cop-out. But I mean, business is business, I guess, you know? Like, you're not going to have a naked Jack. You are going to have your clothed Jack. He does have this long ass arm span. Let's go ahead and actually see how long is that arm span, because that is insane. He has got these long arms. I want to straighten you out as much as possible. Here, stand up for a second. He's got a fucking 10-inch arm span here. Jesus Christ, that is awesome. Moving right along with articulation, we do have a full head swivel. And I guarantee you, this head is literally just... Are you gonna... We might be able to swap that head after all. Are we able to? Because this would be cool. Get on there. Ah! Haha! Victory's mine. Everybody told me it wouldn't work. It works. You can totally use that pumpkin head as a head. How dope. How dope. I love it. You can hear that squeak when you move those parts. Ooh. But that PVC definitely feels cheap. And we do have little holes for our feetsies. So we can go on the stand. Can you? I mean, do you want to? Is the better question. There you go. And then we can just kind of fuck off with that thing, and we can actually use this thing now, and we can get a good look at how he actually looks. Set this up more for you guys. There's our Jack on the turntable. He looks really cool. I dig him. All in all, I think he is pretty sweet. I do wish they did a little bit more with him. Give you some accessories of some kind besides just the pumpkin head, you know? I mean, I guess they're counting that as an accessory. But yeah, this guy is cool. The way they did the tailcoat, the way they did everything on him, just real nice and everything. Like I said, clothes definitely seem very baggy. He feels very fragile, and that is the main gripes with him. But yeah, I think that's a good look for him. If you're a Jack fan, if you're a Nightmare Before Christmas, like I was saying, if you're a Jack fan or a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, I do think he is probably a good figure to pick up. He is not going to be something you're going to play around with. He is definitely here for you to pose him, draw him, and, you know, whatever, pose him and leave him kind of thing. Not really, like, you ain't going to buy him for your kids to play around with. He was going to break. I'd like to see an accessory kit go with him and everything where you just get different facial expressions. Like, you know, like I feel like that is the one thing that really kills this whole set for me, is that you've got the one basic face. But he looks great. He does. He feels okay for the way that he's built. We'll see you around, guys. Till next time.